That is huge. We have discovered that there is an enormous crack. This is my 79 series Toyota Landcruiser, and this is a lot of parts I'm about to put on it. Alrighty guys, we are up here in Darwin. The wheels and the tires are here. The wait is over. I reckon let's quit wasting time. Let's go have a look at these things. On the new rims, nothing. Oh, hell yeah.
Well with the rims.
Fantastic.
That'll be nice to put on your car.
Cheers,
well.
mate. Thank you. These are the big 37s we're chucking on the old girl. 37-inch Maxxis razors, MTs. So these things, we're not going to get stuck with these, are we?
Oh no, these things will literally get you anywhere.
Literally anywhere, so I'm never getting bogged.
I wouldn't say that one.
I'll try my best. Bloody hell, this bloke over here is copying me. Bronze wheels, I'm starting a trend, everyone. Bronze wheels, 2024, Lockie Fern. That's me. So can you run it without these things?
Yeah, no, 100%, you can.
I was gonna say, it look better if it was sunk in my opinion. Oh, really rude not to. Cheers, brother.
It's just these caps, they'll be more sticking on more like that, just for need to wait until it does that.
Real 37s. These big dogs barely fit on the trolley. Is you alright, mate? Look at the size of these tyres, people. I know it's up on a jack, but that is huge. Huge. Me, they're huge. Oh my God, it's so big. Just for comparison, look at this normal size wheel.
See the reef spin by itself.
The wheels are too big, you guys can't balance it.
That's a big tire.
That's a big tyre, he says. That's sick. And that is how you mount a wheel. Try wheel these big tractor tyres over here. Yeah, you got a forklift to help us put these on. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you this. If you want. Oh no, hold on. I'll go get the car, I'll bring it over.
Yeah.
So there you have it. There are the Dirty Life DT1s wrapped in Maxxis razors, MTs, 37-inch tyres. The boys at Bob Jane up here have absolutely killed it. They got me in super quick, super affordable. Couldn't recommend them enough. The boys Andrew, AJ, all the boys out back, big shout out. Only thing really left to do is load them up and get them back down home so we can chuck these big dogs on. Hell yeah. Big boys. Real 37s, not TikTok 37s. Yeah, got them. I swear these are 31s, officer. Bloody bought a $6,000 Allen key. It came with free set of 37s and wheels. Well, there you have it, guys. We got the big dogs in the back. Let's go head back down home and chuck these on. Hell yeah. Okay, so some of you may be wondering what this is. I have gone and purchased through Superior Engineering a bunch of their different gear. I didn't necessarily buy a kit, not sponsored, could be. But a bunch of Superior Engineering, these guys are some of the best in the game. So some of you with a keen eye will notice there's only 2 coils and there's no leaf springs here. So you'll have to stick around and watch out what I'm doing there. First of all though, I think what would be good fun is to set up a little bit of a flex test. And I know 79 series doesn't flex, but that's the whole point. I want to see how much flex we can get out of what we're going to be doing with the rear. Put her up and see how much she flexes. All right, so as you can see, this is the 79 flexed up with stock wheels, tires, and suspension, and it is not very impressive at all. So to measure up how much this thing flex, we're gonna measure from ground to hub and ground to the bottom of the wheels, just so we can have something to compare to when we're done. About 590 to the center of the hub, 190 to the bottom of the wheel. So I think we're definitely gonna have to do something about that, because that is just not gonna cut it. All right, so first things first, what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start on the front end. So we're gonna have to take off this bull bar, because there is absolutely no way I'm gonna fit the 31s on this without getting this up. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of my inner guards too, but I reckon what we're gonna start by doing is just tearing stuff off. Honestly, we'll just go from there. Let's get it. All right, so what I really poorly alluded to before is 79 series come factory with coils in the front, and they come with leaf springs in the rear. So what we have to do to take the front end out, it's pretty simple, to be honest. It's just the shocks, our springs, and we have to take out our radius arms as well. And we're gonna be pulling down our panhard bar. All of this stuff up here, most of it is gonna be replaced with all the brand new stuff. Just chilling over there, don't mind, it's a massive mess, but let's start taking stuff off. Well, there's the sway bar out, but it's definitely going back in. Nah, it definitely is. I just took off the brake lines, and that is super messy, so make sure you have something ready, like rags and stuff, to clean that up and block the line, because I am covered in crap now. Lesson learned. Oh, 3 meter flatty. Okay, just ran into a bit of an issue on the driver's side shock. I was taking off the top bolt and it got loose all of a sudden. What's happened is this top part here sits on up here, similar to the bottom here. If you can see that. That'll sit up here just so it's easier to get off. But turns out I am the Hulk, so it came off. Lucky it's the old one, bloody hell. I hate to do that to the new one, but I'll find a way to get it off and keep cracking on. This is so much fun. Take a second to see how depressing that is. Look, that side's held up by a shock. That side is not. That is not flexing very much at all. All right, so I think I have a plan around this. I'm gonna try to devise a contraption using this rag. Since the top of this bolt is sheared off, the whole shock turns. If you can see that. So if we can get a rag up in there, stop it from rotating, try turn around, twist it, and then create a knot that'll sit in here, I reckon we can try to get away with that. Let's see how we go. So the goal here is to twist this up as tight as I can so it creates a really tight ball, and it also holds onto the shock. It's a similar principle to what a oil filter removal tool uses. Can't quite get it tight enough. Final go, I've got a 10 mil in here right now, so I'm gonna try use that as a bit of leverage so I can pull it a bit tighter, and hopefully that works, because if not, I have no idea how to do it. Otherwise, melting it off, because it can't be tight if it's a liquid, so see how it goes. I need another wrench. Oh, no way. Oh, nah. Still slipping, but bloody hell. Nearly, it was worth a go. I reckon if we keep trying, maybe. And sometimes in life, you have to eat a bit of humble pie. I was tightening it that whole time. Everyone makes mistakes, I guess. No one's perfect. This is the jig we have set up. Hey, she's coming off. Moral of the story, know your lefts and rights. It's a boy. This is one of those classic you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. So keen to put these bad boys in. Bro pulls up and steals my cheer squad. Everyone's more interested in that than the actual cruiser in here. Making progress. progress, mate?
No, mate.
Toyota, why did you make radius bolts so tight? Hold on, we're getting all the leverage here.
All the leverage.
All of the leverage. All the leverage. Bit tight, eh? I wasn't asking. It's turning that. It's turning.
Yeah.
But that back wrench isn't touching anything.
Whoa. Hey, radius arm.
Oh yeah. Where's the hammer? Looking for the hammer.
Oh, I got it here.
All right, so what we're up to right now, as you would have seen so far, we have taken off the panhard. So springs and shocks are out. We've got our radius arm bolts are undone. We're just undoing our, what do you call it? All right, we're undoing our steering arm because we're gonna pull the diff out, repaint it, make it look all good. It's pretty good so far. I think it's like 7 o'clock. Hold on. It's currently nearly 8 o'clock. We're tracking good, about 5 hours in. That's so far. So we'll pick this back up once we've got the diff rolled out and we'll start cleaning it up. Hell yeah.
What do you think about what we're doing? Nice.
Finally, after about triple the amount of time I expected, we have got the front diff out. Oh my God, that took forever. We got the front diff right here. She's out finally, getting ready to be cleaned, and we're gonna repaint it, make it all look good. Again, nice and fresh, but holy, have a go at that. Now, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this or not yet, but I haven't ever worked on a solid axle before. Not even one time. I haven't fixed a mate's patrol or anything. So this is all my first time trying all this. It's going well so far. Obviously it took a little bit longer than I expected, but we're still killing it. So I think next step is to clean up the diff and then start putting all the new cool stuff back in. Not good news at all. We have discovered that there is an enormous crack in the shock mount. Obviously a previous repair from when it was done last. At some point in its life, it was obviously snapped off. So now we're gonna have to, that delays it a little bit, but you know what? At least, silver lining, at least it didn't happen to me while I was out driving, because that would have been much, much worse. To get the welder out and start cracking into this. But it's bloody raining, so time will tell. Let's just keep moving forward and baby steps, 1 foot in front of the other. We'll get it done. I'm going to recondition the rest of the diff, paint it all. It's just sitting out here. So we're gonna recondition the diff. We're gonna redo everything except for that one little bit that needs a repair. We're gonna repair that later when it's on the car, but in the interest of time, I'm going to start assembling all of the arms, the steering dampener, the shocks, getting everything sort of ready and in place just so that when we repair the diff, we can just weld it, paint it, and it'll all be set up perfect. Well, that's the idea anyway, so we'll see how we go, but let's just take a second. I love looking at this, bro. Look at how cool this thing looks, all lifted up with nothing underneath it. So nuts. All right, let's do some installs because I'm sick of taking shit off. So, I'm a bloke and I don't read instructions. This part here, we have to cut off the sway bar mounts for the Hyperflex arms. We'll just pull up these. That is what's replacing our sway bar mounts. So we've got the peanut gallery here. Putting in the hardest work. Really lending a helping hand. Cheers, Declan. Alrighty, so now that we know the Hyperflex arms fit, plan of attack is to start chucking the arms on, the panhard, get our shocks and everything, get the diff rolled under obviously, getting all that mounted up, and I reckon we start chucking this bitch together. Are you G'd up? I'm G'd up. This is gonna be sick. Alright, let's crack into it. Thanks so much for anyone who's made it this far in the video already. If you're enjoying this, I'd really appreciate it if you like it, comment, maybe even subscribe if you're feeling like you really enjoy it. What I was talking about under there with this shirt here, plus hats and hoodies, it's all on my store actually. It's on tourco.com. It'll be linked down in the description. Feel free if you guys want to. It's not mandatory, but it does really support me and it does support the build. So if you guys are really enjoying builds like this and much more, because we've got a lot more planned this year, every little bit helps. And plus you guys get a shirt and stuff out of it. So it's a win-win. But that's enough chatting. I reckon it's time to keep swinging spanners because I want to drive this thing and I bet you guys want to see me drive it. So let's start swinging spanners. I'm not sure if I've detailed this or not, but the goal is sand it all back. We're going to cut a line down the crack. Pause. Cut a line down the crack, only about halfway, just so we can get the welds nice and deep in the steel to make sure we can weld both sides together perfectly. But we've got to be really careful here so we don't nick the ball joint, because if we nick the ball joint, then the whole weld's going to fall apart, and that is not great because that means it's a whole new axle anyway. But we're going to grind that back, put some beads into it, see how we go. We got the new Unimig here, so that should go perfectly, but let's just pull up here. So we're going to try cut halfway down into that, and then we'll see how we go. This is the ball joint I was talking about not nicking too. If we nick this, it's over.
A die.
Well, we needed a die grinder, but we had to pull up to the boys' place. There's Jacko's Trio. Here in the parts car, the daily. Oh yeah, we're on, baby. Oh yeah, we're on. Have a go at that. How gorgeous is that? Now, this is about to be a huge moment. Everything here is ready to support the weight of the car again, which means this is a big moment because this is going to be the first time that the springs, the shocks, the arms, everything is going to be carrying the weight of the vehicle, and it's going to be the first time it's going to be resting on any of it, apart from the jack stand. So this is really, really exciting. I hope you guys are as G'd up as me because I cannot wait. So I'm going to set the camera up, jack it up, and let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed it doesn't fall off. That would really suck. And when I say really suck, I mean like really, really, really suck. Like I don't know what I'd do if it fell off. But fingers crossed not. Are we seeing how nuts this looks already? That is huge. That is a big Landcruiser. It's sitting on the suspension and the wheels for the first time, and this is huge. So don't be afraid to do something like this, something big and scary. I've never actually worked on a solid axle before. Not one time in my whole life. This is the first time and I've achieved this. So go out there, chase your dreams, even if it seems too big, too scary, just take that first step. I think I'm gonna call it a night, but that is sick. Guys, it is looking absolutely fantastic. The front end is about 95% done, I'd say. So it's gonna be time to start moving on to the rear soon. And I've been gatekeeping it this whole video, but what I'm actually doing is, drum roll please, leaf over axle. So leaf over axle on a 79 series. Unsure if it's been done or not, but I owned an N70 Hilux and they come factory with a leaf spring over the top of the axle rather than underneath. That's kind of where 79s get their bad rap, is they get caught up on the big boat anchors underneath that we call leaf springs. So my mission is to prove that leaf springs can flex just as good as coil springs, and you can do it for less than a quarter of the price. So leaf over axle, let's see if we can do it. Can't already tell we're underneath the car. We have obviously got the tail shaft disconnected now. What I'm thinking is we'll get this angle gauge, these perches here, the lower perches, hold up there, we'll zero it out, but I can also measure the different distance between there to there, and make sure it's the same on the other side. So not only can I maintain the correct rotation of the diff, but I can also ensure the orientation of the perch is correct. We'll start by disassembling everything, getting everything off the diff, and then we will prep the diff to be welded. We'll probably pick up from there. Damn, that sucked. So now, as you can see, we have taken off the leaves. So I had a quick smoker, I'm not gonna lie, I had to enjoy the top 25 hottest 100s for Triple J. Shoot me. So now it's a bit cooler, but it's about to start storming, which is not ideal. Anyway, clean up the diffs, wire wheel them back so that we can weld on them, paint up, screw everything back in, complete that little list. And I think Bob might just be my auntie. Nah, that was not very funny. Anyway. Alright, so as you can see, we've focused, tacked this on here. We've zeroed this out on here, sitting at 0.5 or whatever. Then if we move it up and place her up on top of here, perfect zero flat. So it is exactly parallel to this bottom one. So there's no reason why that shouldn't work. Could be famous last words, but that's the theory right now we're running with. We've also figured out that the diff perch here is actually rotated 3 degrees forward compared to the diff pinion here. So if we need to adjust, just roll that 3 degrees forward. It is parallel to this right now, but if we struggle with pinion angles later, that's what we can do. But we're probably going to run a full pass on this now after we make sure that everything's right just one more time, and then start moving on to the other side, and then we'll work on these leaf pack and try and make them, why is that not focusing? Work on these leaf packs and take a few leaves out so it is not super tall and nosediving. Roll the clips. Well, we have reached another milestone. The welds are completed on here. Give me a break, I'm not the best welder, I know that. It's gonna hold, which is the main thing. May not be the prettiest, but it doesn't matter. It's all about having a go. I've spent a total of maybe an hour on the hot glue gun in my life. So practice makes perfect. It's not perfect, but whatever, we'll all get there. So I had my mate Josh come around and help me with a few of the welds as well. And now everything is good under here. Everything's welded up. The next step is to splash a lick of paint on it. Once the paint is, actually no, I lied. We are doing the leaf springs now, which I'll come over and we'll quickly have a look at. But we're gonna paint the spring hangers. Then we are having a look here. So the factory, hold on. This is the factory leaf spring here. And this is our new modified one, which isn't yet fully clamped down, but I'll get a video of them side by side. Customize these leaf packs, test and adjust to make sure we get the right height. And once we've got the right height, then we can bolt everything in, the shocks. All the brake lines are already good. Literally it's just paint, tail shaft, leaf springs, and then we're done, pretty much. That's it. Woohoo! I'm almost a little bit too eager to drive this car. I've been waiting for a hot minute now, and all the boys that have come around and had a sticky beak, I gotta chill out. It is not long now. Factory leaf versus new modified one. You can see how much skinnier this one is. This is gonna be a lot more forgiving. Off-road, it's gonna flex a lot easier. This tray is not gonna be staying forever, so that's a surprise that'll be coming in a video in the future. However, we will not need as much weight bearing left on this for a steel tray, so you'll have to guess what's up next, but There we go. Time to start licking the paint on. I'm going to do the same thing to that one as I did to that one, and we'll work from there. Have a suss of this contraption we got to hold the diff pinion angle. We're running out of jack stands that are short enough. Struggling to get these leaf springs in, but persistence is key. We're gonna get it. Alrighty, we finally got the leaf mounted up. How hard was that on a scale of 1 to 10, Declan?
Fucking bullshit.
God, that has been a pain in the ass. Had to get that so low to the ground, even when it's jacked up that high. Pain in the ass. He's making it sus. Guys, what you're seeing right here is, as far as I know of, the first leaf over axle converted 79 series ... in Australia, in the world. I don't know, I haven't seen one yet, but it worked so far. Yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but it's worked so far. So some of you with a keen eye, like my cameraman, are like, how's it gonna be mounted? So what we're gonna use is the factory mount, that way. I have some goodies. These here are 40 series U-bolts. And what makes 40 series U-bolts special, unlike, I actually haven't opened this box yet. What if it's not? What if they sent me the wrong package? That'd be really embarrassing. What makes these special is, drum roll, they are square over the top. So, what that entails, once we finally, is we can set these 40 series, U-bolts. Oh, that's awkward if it doesn't fit. Not gonna lie, right now it doesn't fit, but we're gonna make it fit. Anyway, it's gonna square off over the top of these leaf springs here when we make it fit. And it's gonna bolt in like that, which is also when we're gonna make it fit. And then that will hold the leaf spring this way, it'll hold it clamped down, and we'll still use the factory shock. If you ask me, that is a lot of bang for buck. So that's what we're gonna rock with. I'll get back to you when I make these fit, somehow. Look what I got. So, we are under the ute now. We got new U-bolts. Hooray! We've got new U-bolts. These are not 40 series U-bolts, these are 60 series U-bolts because we needed a 75mm inner diameter and the 40s were 65mm inner diameter, which is why they didn't fit. But it doesn't matter because they're on now. And from here, we can now see how much ground clearance we have underneath this big old monster truck. Absolutely in love, insane. So super cool. And don't worry, I fixed those stupid little bump stop things on top. It now looks like this on top. So not those stupid little, ow, I just got metal in my foot. Not those stupid little U-bolt things, but the leaves are sitting fairly flat, but there's still a little bit of a bow in them. It's all right, I'll live. And that's the setup. This is purely experimental. This is all AI. Nothing that you've seen in this video is real. Do not try it at home. It's all in Minecraft. I don't want to sort of jinx myself in famous last words, but so far this has worked absolutely perfect for me. It was axle wrapping a little bit, which is where the diff will rotate. What is it? Whose principle is it? Someone's principle. I think it's the third. All right. So as per Newton's third law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So the torque of coming through the drive shaft is twisting the diff, which is, it's using the diff to rotate the axles. And then the friction against the road with the tires is causing, because the tires are trying to rotate that way, which is causing the diff to rotate with it. And the leaf springs weren't strong enough to stop that force. But now it's sorted because the leaf springs are stronger. And that was the only drama I had. But so far, it's been working mad. I think there is nothing left but to flex test it, except I haven't cut up the front guards yet, and I still have something special coming for back here, so I'm not going to be cutting up the tray because I'm going to be selling the tray. You will see me fitting a wheelie bin underneath this rear tire. I'm calling it here and now. Leaf springs can party hard just like coils. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, and I don't know how you couldn't have, I really hope you will consider liking and subscribing, because I love doing this, and if you made it to this point in the video, you love it too, so why not? Just drop a follow, just drop a comment. It does me huge favors, man. But In saying that, thanks so much for watching this.
All right, so you guys are gonna kill me. The intention for this video was to have a flex test at the end, but due to some circumstances that I won't bother putting in here right now, unfortunately, I cannot do that, but don't be mad. I promise it will be in a video coming very, 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 very soon. Just out there is the car. It's complete. It's got a few spicy bits on it now. It looks completely different to the video you've just seen. I've had a lot on, to be honest. Like, not that I need excuses, but there's been a lot on recently. Trust me, there's content coming soon. I apologize that it's taken a little bit to get this video out, but flex test is not in this video. However, it will be in a video coming very soon. I'm taking the car to Cape York in 2 weeks with Muzz Adventures. So I've got to pump out a lot of content coming soon. I really hope you enjoyed it. I apologize for not giving you the cool flex test at the end. However, it will come, I promise. Thanks heaps for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.